So very good morning. So in the last class we started with the Finance Act, wherein we completed understanding what do you mean by Finance Act and how it practically apply. And in that connection, we understood how the rates of tax were changing now. Concessional tax rate, I mean a new tax regime which has now become the default tax regime, and the old tax regime which was once upon a time a default tax regime has now become an optional tax regime. In one of the tax regime they will be allowing some deductions in such a way that the income will be taxable from the lower slabs itself. But when it comes to the second category, that means in the new tax regime which is a default tax regime, deductions will not be allowed, but the slab starts at a higher rate. So this is what we have understood, and we clearly seen in the last class as well how much benefit a person will get if he earns some 8 lakh and 9 lakh. Some example we have taken. 8 lakhs, 8 lakhs income if a person earn, we have directly seen impact of taxation of how much on whom, in what way. So we completed that. Rates of taxation notes we are not going to write now. Reason I will tell you. Rates of taxation we will write at the end of this basic concepts chapter. Listening? Reason I will tell you. At the end of this chapter, if you write the rates, even if any person is writing for the May 26, something like that, basic concepts will be same for you. Only the last part you need to change. Are you listening or not? Even for the next Finance Act, what will change maximum? Rates only will change. Remaining won't change anyway. Correct? So lastly, if you write, even if you are writing for some other attempt, basic concepts 99% notes is same. What will change? Rates of tax only will change. So last page only you will change and you will complete it. Understood? Middle life changes comes, unnecessary nonsense will be there. So that's why don't write rates now. Rates I will discuss, but writing everything we will do at the end of this chapter, not end of our classes. End of this chapter I will make you to write the notes on rates of taxation for individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI, cooperative society, company, firm, LLP, okay, AJPs. For everyone different taxation regime is there. Listening? 4-5 pages will come, rates of tax. All those rates of tax along with their marginal relief and rebate we will do at the last end of this particular basic concepts. Clear? That keep in mind. Even if I forget, remind me. By mistake, if I go to next chapter, remind me that we have to complete rates. Clear? I will not. If at all I do, please remind me that we didn't complete rates, we will do that. Okay? So anyway, come back. So, what we completed in the last class, all the basics, most of the important basics we complete in the last session relating to the income tax. From the point of view of notes, if I have to tell, you can also open and you can see what you have written in the last class. We started yesterday with the direct versus indirect tax. Yes, Adina beginning, yesterday's beginning. Yes, direct versus indirect tax. Oh. Yesterday we have already made around 13-14 pages of notes, correct? So direct tax, for me I came to somewhere around 8 to 9 pages. You have written the notes completely? Yes, direct tax versus indirect tax. Direct tax is imposed on same person on whom incidence is also attracted. Indirect tax reverse. That we see. And next one we went into the concept of constitutional background. That also we completed. The most important is basis of charge. On what basis you will charge income tax on a person. Okay. So there we have written some point also. Income tax shall be charged for any assessment year in respect of total income of a previous year of every person. At what rate? Rates prescribed in the Annual Finance Act relevant for the assessment year. This is what we have seen. There we came to know certain definitions. First we went into the definition of what? Previous year. Next assessment year. Next we went into interpretation of previous year concept. Some illustrations, examples. Can a person can have two different previous years for different sources of income? Yes or not? So we saw that. So then we completed as well. After that some illustrations we have done. Then we came into the next area called as definition of a person. There I explained for around 45 minutes each and every person inside this particular area. Individual nothing to explain. HUF I said, what is HUF? HUF lo what is important thing? Undivided important. Undivided, if you understand the meaning, HUF is over. Anyway, we are having HUF separate chapters. PGP pillar. There we will consider one more time. Company. Nothing to tell. Companies Act already there, na? Same company. Next. And moreover, company definition we have written already. What is a company? Company includes a, company means a. Company means. 4 kinds are there. Company means any Indian company. Second, any company incorporated outside India. Number 3, any institution, association or a body which was assessed to tax in any previous year. Under which act? Indian Income Tax Act 1922. Indian Income Tax Act? Or was assessed to tax in any assessment year on or before 1st of April 1970, or any institution, association or body declared as a company by CBDT. Board means CBDT. Very good. You remember the concepts, right? So these are the things. After that we went into the concept of Finance Act. So yesterday, if you remember, than writing, more concentration we kept on understanding so many things. AOP we understood. What is a BOI we understood. AOP, remember? Yes, whenever a person tries to deviate the characteristics of partnership, department considers that as a AOP or a BOI. If there is a combination of companies and individuals, AOP, only individuals are there. BOI formation will be there. Clear, everyone? So this is what I wanted to convey. Let us understand how Finance Act works, and then we will go into the next one. Topic to be discussed is number 4. Definitions. 5. Topic number 5. Write down. Structure of Finance Act. Okay, wow. Structure of Finance Act. 1 second. Yesterday I discussed about 3 parts in Finance Act. If you remember by any chance, tell me, what is the part 1? Finance Act, there are so many schedules. In that, which schedule we need to go? First schedule. In that first schedule, part 1, 2, 3 are there. Part 1 will be talking about the rates of tax to be levied on income as applicable for the relevant assessment year. Relevant? 25 Finance Act means what is the relevant assessment year? 26. 25 assessment year means 25, 26. But previous year will become which year? 24, 25. Do you remember what I said in the last class? It will give 2 rates. Yeah, I told you already. It will give 2 types of rates. Whenever I say 25, how to understand? 25 means 25 May, April, at that time it will get approved in the parliament. Not bill. You should see the act. When finance bill became, finance act is important. It becomes act somewhere in the month of April, May, like that in the parliament. Listening, for example, let us say it became act in May. May 2025 it became act. May? What it will contain? What it will contain? What it will contain? It will contain the rates for that assessment year 25-26. Assessment year 25-26 means previous year 24-25, because Kaushik Mukesh will earn his income in the year 24-25. For that he has to pay tax in as per the rates given in the Finance Act. Listening? 24-25 la I paid tax or not? 24? I paid taxes or not? As per which Finance Act I might have paid? Finance Act 2024. That is what applicable for your exam till Jan. Understood the point or not? So new Finance Act is not applicable for you, this one. Listening? Institute will always be 1 year backward, because students can't read budget and come to exam. Na? That's why the old provisions they will ask. Do you understand? Finance Act 2025 came. Approved. Answer, sir. We are in which year? 25. 25 la we are in. How exams can be conducted when the bill was not passed in the parliament? Therefore, this 2025 will be applicable for you from the next year onwards. Next full year you will read this Finance Act for exam. Listening? Sorry, no confusion. For you, Finance Act 2024 is applicable for your exam. Okay? First let us understand how the Finance Act behave. Finance Act, 3 parts are there. Part 1 will contain the income tax rates as made applicable for the relevant assessment year of that Finance Act. Finance Act 2025 means it covers the assessment of incomes for the assessment year 25-26. 25-26 assessment means 24-25 previous year. Listening? We are in which year? 26. 25. 25-26 or calendar year if you take 2025. Return of income of Kaushik Mukesh shall be filed on or before 30th of September. On or before? Because mine is not salary, na? Mine is what? Profession, business. So I will not be subjected to tax under salary head. My income is taxable under PGBP head. Clear? So I am taxable not under a salary head. I am not a salaried employee. I don't work under someone. Na? I will work for someone, or I will work for me. Listening? For example, case academy I will be taking, some other academy I will be taking. What is the relation between me and that particular person? It is not employee-employee relation. I am not working under someone. I am working for someone. Do you understand or not? I am not an employee. They are taking my professional services. If I am an employee, they will deduct TDS for me on the basis of slab rates. But if I am giving professional service to them, they don't deduct on the basis of salary. They deduct on the basis of 194J, professional service TDS. Do you understand the point or not? TDS on professional services. I am giving professional service to them. That's it. There is no employer-employee relation. Na? Every month I will be here. When they want, when I am free, I will say, okay, I will come. Did you understand the point or not? It does not mean that I should work 24/7 in a particular area or in a particular zone. Whenever they say somewhere you go, I will go. That is not the way it works. Na? That works with employees, not with me. Listening or not? So, there is nothing wrong in becoming employee. I am telling the relation type. How relation of an employee-employer will be there. How a relation between a professional to another person will be there. In simple language, shall I tell you, I am the service provider, they are the service receivers. Employee-employer, employee is a service provider, no? Employer is a service recipient. No, there is no such concept there. Are you listening? That's a difference. So now listen. Kaushik Mukesh will earn his income for the financial year 24-25, correct? For that he has to pay the tax in 25-26 year. 25-26 will become the assessment year. For that assessment year, some rates like taxation should be paid. That will be given in part 1 of Finance Act, which is already given in part 3 of 2024 Finance Act. Are you with me? Over. Next, second, after that, the next area. 2025 Finance Act will also contain the TDS rates of the last year. What rates? TDS rates of the last year. That also will be there. And most importantly, Finance Act part 3 is very important for people, because part 3 will contain TDS rates. Tell completely. TDS on what? Salaries. Okay. And further, future what we need to pay? Advance tax. So TDS rates, other rates of TDS, and after that advance tax rates applicable for the previous year 25-26. Previous year 25-26 means what? Assessment year 26-27. Are you with me? So those rates are also given in the part 1, part 2, part 3. Loudly. Part 3 of the Finance Act, it will be given. Listening? Understood? Now listen again. Next point. I have a question. Yesterday we did not tell about this point. That's a new question. Up to here we already discussed in the last class. Nothing new, nothing great. Already explained all these in the last class. I'm just revising. Next area. I have a question. Mr. A earned his income from 1st April 2024 to 31st March 2025. Until 24-25 financial year, he earned an income, say 50 lakhs income. Where what he has to do now? He has to pay? Answer? Okay. I will show you charging section now. You have to read Bare Act. You need to interpret and tell me a proper answer. When I say proper answer, be here. Read properly. Other meaning. Section number 4. Let's read the charging section from the Bare Act one more time. Start. Where any central act enacts that income tax shall be charged for any assessment year at any rate or rates, income tax at that rate or those rates shall be charged for that year in accordance with and subject to the provisions of this act in respect of the total income of previous year of every person. Stop. No. Remaining already I told you. Before previous year, escaped assessments, everything department can plow back and do the assessment. Correct? Don't ask more questions on that because it's not there in CA Inter. All these assessments, reassessment, search assessment, Caesar, all these are there in CA Final. Okay, none of our business. Don't waste time unnecessarily. Okay. Now I will ask a question. You read that? Read the Bare Act? Read once. No need to read out. You read yourself. You be confident first. Then I will ask a question. Okay, na? Read the point? Okay. What is the discussion that in this subsection number 1 we did not make yesterday? Had we covered all in one subsection number 1? Answer? No. In accordance with and subject to the provisions of this act. We did not discuss about this. We discussed about the rates. We did not discuss about the law. There is a lot of, that's why I said read Bare Act properly. If you read Bare Act properly, you will understand. A normal nonsense summary materials if you read, waste fellow ki you for you there will be no difference. Did you get my point or not? DT means reading just like some summary notes or some summary materials. Don't read like that. It has so many points to convey in each and every line. Okay, and now listen to the serious point here. One clarity came. 24-25 financial year, which is a previous year for me, for that the levy of taxation will be as per the rates prescribed in the Finance Act 2025. Finance Act 2025. So 2025 Finance Act la whatever rates are prescribed, whatever rates are prescribed in the 2025, as per that rate we will pay the taxation for income earned in the year 24-25. Other clarity, everyone? Up to there clarity is there. Now question is not about the rates. Question is about the law position. I will tell you. Rates you forget. For example, Government of India, Department of Income Tax or government ministry made changes to the Income Tax Act. Made changes to the Income Tax Act. Not in terms of rates, in terms of certain things inside the law. For example, I will give you an example for that. Standard deduction on salary. Originally 50,000, increase it to 75,000. Low. Increase it to? Is the rate of tax, provision in income tax? 75,000 is a rate, percentage, 75,000%. Is the rate of tax, provision of income tax? Loudly. Now doubt came on that. 2024-2025 under 24-25 financial year. Okay? Which income tax law I need to apply and pay tax? Rates I understood as per Finance Act. Finance Act will contain income tax law. The Finance Act will contain rates. Rates. Law contained in Income Tax Act. Yes, law contained in rates contained in loudly. Income tax law is contained in Income Tax Act. That act is amended through Finance Act. But Finance Act don't write income tax law. Income tax is amended through. That's it. But Finance Act is not Income Tax Act. Clear or not? Finance Act, like income tax, GST, so many things are there. Excise duty is there, customs duty is there. So many things are there in Finance Act. Income Tax Act is one of the important part of Finance Act, undoubtedly. Now my question is different. Start again. Rates of taxation. Which act I need to read? Except some special rates, Income Tax Act it will be there. Normally, Finance Act we need to read. I am not asking about rates. I am asking about the law. Which law as per we should pay tax for 24-25 financial year? Law applicable for 25-26. Law applicable for 24-25. Which one I need to apply? Did you understand the question first? Start again. Rate of tax. What to read? Which Finance Act? For 24-25 financial year, previous year, which Finance Act? 25 Finance Act we need to read. The rates, everything will be there. Correct? Now second query for you. Second question. Listen carefully, please. Second question. I don't wanted to do that way. I wanted to know about, listening? I wanted to know about, not about the rates of taxation. I wanted to know about the relevant law. Why I need to know about relevant law? They said charged for that year. Charged for that year in accordance with and subject to the provisions of this act, not as per Finance Act. Hey, listening? So tell me, which law I need to apply? Income Tax Act. Income Tax Act, I know that Income Tax Act changes every year. Which income tax you need to apply for 24-25? Therefore, listen. Law applicable up to, listen carefully to my words. Law applicable up to, or law relevant up to 1st April. Which April? 1st April. Is applicable for the previous year. Means, what is my previous year? 23-24 or 24-25? 24-25 previous year taxation will be assessed in 25-26 as per the law prevailing till 1st April 2025. 1st April? 1st April? 1st April? You will write exam in May 2025, September 2025. Therefore, amendments after 1st April are not applicable for you. They understood or not? That's why for you the old law will be applicable for your exams. Yes, understood? Yes, they answer. Yes, now tell me, next May exam time ki what will happen? Next May exam ki next April will come already. So this Finance Act provisions will apply to your examination again. Do you understand how exams are conducted? Yes, sir, concentrate properly. Start again. Income tax will be paid as per the rates prescribed in dash. Loudly. How many parts? 3 parts. 3 parts will be there. Adi clarity. 2024 Finance Act. Enna Finance Act? 2024 Finance Act will contain law applicable for 24-25 financial. 24? Not 25-26, applicable for 24-25 financial year law will be there in Finance Act 2024. That will be applicable for you for this year. Till next April comes. Next May exam time ki what will happen? Next May, 26 May ki what will happen? 1st April 2026 is crossing or not? Then that Finance Act will not apply. This will apply to your examination again. Understood or not? So now answer my question. In accordance with which act we need to pay? We need to assess to the income tax. Relevant to that assessment year, which law is applicable? That law we have to apply. Now answer to my question clearly. 24-25 previous year. 24-25 previous year. Always remember one point. Remember this way. Which year I wanted to get taxation? 24-25 previous year I want tax. Correct? 24-25 what is the last date? 31st March? One day you add. What is the next day? Law relevant till 1st April 2025 is applicable for income earned during 24 and 25. Understood or not? 29-30. 2020-29, 2030. Tell me, I wanted to, that is a previous year for me. Tell me, what law is applicable for me? Law applicable as per, as on till 1st April 2030. As per that particular, I will pay the tax. Clear or not? Clear? So law relevant is always important. Law as on 1st April of any particular year. Up to that it will be relevant. Beyond that it will not apply to you. Understood the point? Clear or not? That will come in the next year onwards. Clear everyone? Everyone? Now listen. Not yet completed. Listen carefully. This concept of what I said, the law applicable till 1st April 2025, I will ask a question. I already earned my income by business or profession. By business or already earned income. 24-25 completed na? I already earned income. Balance is only to pay the tax. Which year I need to pay tax? Now I need to pay tax on September 30th. Correct? Yes, I need to pay tax. I will pay the tax. Now May 10th, government made an amendment. Saying that depreciation rate is changed. So in case you purchase equipment, camera, etc., on that you are claiming depreciation, rate is reduced, so therefore your profit will increase, they said. Is it correct? Not correct? Do you understand what I said? Depreciation is one of the provision in Income Tax Act. One of the provision in? Income Tax Act. Loudly, one of the provision in? Income Tax Act. My question, depreciation is there on a particular asset. May 12th, 2025, listen to the date, May 12th, 2025, government has made a change in income tax law in the middle of the year, said that rate of depreciation on cameras will be reduced to 10%, they said. I claimed depreciation as per the previous 1 year before law, 40% rate I made depreciation. Department said that your profit is decreased because of higher depreciation. I will add back, pay the tax, they said. Correct or wrong? Who is wrong? Assessee is wrong, department is wrong. Department is wrong. Because reason? They just now I said, you forgot again. What I said? For the previous year 24-25, law applicable till 1st April 2025 is only relevant. Any changes that comes after 1st April 2025 doesn't have any effect on my income which is already earned in the previous year. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Last, next question. Likewise, same. I earned income for 2025. Over. Everything is completed. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Suddenly on May 20, I have to file return on September, na? May 20, government made a announcement through a notification, whatever the case may be, they said, Income Tax Act, they said, every assessee having business income should file a new form called as a form number 10EA. Okay? Along with the filing return of income. Like that they gave some amendment. Somewhere in the middle, May 20 they released. Relevant for me? No. Answer. No. Yes, it will be relevant. Only income related amendments only will affect up to 1st April. Procedural activities will apply even if they come in the middle of the year. That's why see here. Charge to tax only as per the income tax law applicable. This is a procedure, no? This is not a charging of tax. The given example. And they can read Bear Act properly. You will read overall basis. You will fly away on an overall basis. Read properly what he said in the section. Read. Where any central act enacts that income tax shall be charged for any assessment here at any rate. Income tax at that rate, that rate or those rates shall be charged. Income tax shall be charged for that year in accordance with the provisions of this act. I said, this is act. Which act will apply? That relevant act as on 1st April will apply to me, correct? Yes, and up to 31st March, whatever amendments came, those are applicable for me. When it comes to charging of income tax, second example, a charge of income tax, extra form to be filed. That's the rule, that's not an act. Rules contain dash 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 dash. Note first numericals, forms, formats, procedure. That's procedure. Here they said act, not rules. Yes, say. Problem is, first time if you read it, it will be very good. So, what is the moral of the story now? When it comes to the rates of taxation, any amendment that is applicable till 1st April of that particular year will be applicable. And any kind of procedural amendment that comes by the Income Tax Amendment Act in the middle of the year, but before filing return of income, that is relevant for you in filing your return form. Hello? Yes, sir. Understood the point clearly? This is the point we need to consider. See, one small section of how many points are there. So, understand charging section in a proper way. Shall we write the notes on this? Yes, write down. First write down Structure of Finance Act. Shall we continue? Tell me, Finance Act 2025. Finance Act 2025. When it will be approved in the Parliament? Somewhere between the May, April, May. Generally May only, always. In the last 15 years, I saw only in May. Sir, April, May time it will get approved. Correct? Huh? Exam when it will be conducted by ICA for 2025 calendar year? Calendar year you tell. First exam, when it will be held? Jan. Anyway, Jan ki Finance Act is not yet approved, so old Finance Act will apply by common sense. Hey, I am talking to you. Next? May. May ka approval is not there means how can you write exam? Or approved on 12th May, let us say. 12th May DT exam means they will put exam on new Finance Act. So that's why calendar year basis la ICA will conduct exam. Which year? Calendar. So for full calendar year they will follow the same thing. Okay? So the cycle of 4 examinations, one law will be there always. Remember that. Cycle of 4 exams. That is Jan, this May, September and next Jan. Again it will change after May. Clear or not? Yes, Yesterday, if you remember, I have shown you the rates also, correct? The concept also I shown you. Tax rates applicable for income for various types of assay for the current assessment year. Next, applicable during that financial year. Next, rates of TDS for salary and advance tax, which would become part 1 of the next. I told you this if you remember. Huh? Okay. Completed? Completed writing? So we now completed structure of how the Finance Act will apply. Okay, write down. Number 6. We are writing the concepts, basic concepts in income tax. Number 6. Write down. Relevant law applicable. So tell me, what is the concept we are going to deal with? A relevant law that is applicable. Okay, tell me first. Income tax for the previous year, I repeat, income tax for the previous year will be assessed to tax in assessment year. As per what provisions? Provisions as made applicable till the 1st of April of the day, first day of assessment year. First day of assessment year. Till then, whatever provisions are applicable, as per that provisions in 2025 and 26, they will pay the taxation. Listening? Yes, tell me what I said. Income tax applicable for Income Tax Act as made applicable till the first day of assessment year is applicable for taxing the income of the previous year. Understood the point clearly? And till 31st March, whatever amendment comes, those all amendments are applicable for you for assessing your tax for the year 25-26. Understood the point clearly? Yes, right now. But when it comes to procedures, nothing to do with income tax, nothing to do with rates of tax, only just normal rule procedures are there. Those can I bring in the middle even after the assessment year beginning or not? Yes, that can be done. Only rates of tax, taxation system only requires up to 1st April. Listening everyone? Very, very important concept right now. Please don't talk. Write down, write down. See section 4. See this ones. Income tax at that rate shall be charged for that year. Shall be charged for that year. Year means a previous year. in accordance with the provisions of this act in respect of total income of previous year. Provisions of this act for previous year, 2024-25 previous year. 2024-25 previous year. Okay, for that year means previous year 24-25. Previous year 24-25 ends on and 1st April almost. Till then, whatever the amendment comes will be applicable for 2024-25 assessment. Clear? For assessing the income of 24-25, law applicable till 1st April of 1st April or assessment year 25-26 or 31st March of previous year, which is 24. Law, whatever is there, that will be made applicable when it comes to charge of income tax. But any other procedural compliances, forms, numericals, formats, which are brought not by the act but by the rules, can apply even after the 1st April. Everyone understood? Right now. Have you written? I will give an illustration also on this to understand. First write down up to here. I have an illustration here. Shall we write down? Such that you will get more clarity. Keep the heading illustration. I gave one depreciation example. Do you remember? New rate of depreciation was brought out. Okay. Have you written the question? Tell the answer. For 25-26 year, for 25-26 assessment year and my previous year income. For that, which rate you will consider while assessing to the tax? Answer? 20 or 30 or 35? 30% should be considered. 20 anyway will not. 30 will be. 35 cannot be because this will affect my income tax or not. Sir, I will ask a question. Use common sense and tell. Because you have accountancy knowledge. FM over? Now tell. More depreciation, less profit or more profit? More depreciation, less profit, more profit? Less profit. Less profit, less income tax or more income tax? Very good. Next. Rate of depreciation increased from 20 to 30. 20 to 30. Because of increase of rate of depreciation, amount of depreciation will increase or decrease? Increase. Profit will further? Profit decrease means what will further decrease? Now tell me, my income tax liability is getting affected because of this amendment or not? So the first point will get applied. Understood? Yes, sir. Write down. Understood the example clearly? Are you clear up to here, sir, everyone? Everyone clear to the point? So now we completed some more basics here. So we understood the structure of how the Finance Act will apply, the relevant law that will be applied, and also an illustration in that regard. Next, come to our learning objectives once. Direct tax, indirect tax completed. Constitutional background. Section 4. Tax rate versus Finance Act. Yes. Hey, completed, na? Notes writing, I said we will postpone to the last part. Next, assessment year, previous year, person. 4, 5 we will discuss at the last again. Next, what we completed is, now we need to start with the next area. Listen, next we are going to start with an area called as accelerated assessment. Accelerated assessment. Tell me. I want 100% attention, please. This will take somewhere around 2 hours time to complete. Big area, because this is actually covered in PGBP. I am covering here itself in the basics. Are you with me? Yes, so please show some concentration, which is very important for the exams. We are now moving on to the next very important segment called as accelerated assessment. Exception to the assessment year concept. Okay. Now answer. What is a general provision? Income of previous year will be charged to tax in the income of the previous year shall be charged to tax in the that is a general provision. However, sometimes this concept of previous year assessment year will not be there. They will accelerate the assessment in such a way that the year in which you earn the revenue income, in the same year, tax also will be charged. Are you with me? Yes, sir. I repeat. Normally, what is it convention of income tax? Income will be earned in? Previous year. Hey, answer. Income will be earned in? Previous year. Income tax is charged in? Normally, it is general case, but there are 10 situations in income tax. How many? 10, 11 situations. Correctly, if I have to tell, 11 situations are there in income tax, where this point will have an exception. And normally, income earned in the previous year will be charged to tax in the assessment year. That is correct. However, certain times, this has an exception. 11 exceptions are there. 5 we are going to read here. 6 we are going to read in other sources. Listening? There is a section called as section 68, 69 A, B, C, D. Understood? Those we will read in other sources. Where? Other sources. Okay? Once we complete basics, then we will go into the next area called as residential status and incident of tax. Listening? One question pakka. From basics, MCQs will come. From next chapter, 100% a 6 marks question will come. 5 marks to 6 marks. Residential status and incidence of tax. Next I will start with house property. Next I will start with other sources. Then I will go into capital gains. Clear? With that, half the syllabus will be over. That is half portion. Remaining half will be PGBP, salaries, and some other 4 or 5 chapters included. Listening? Finally, then once we complete each and every aspect inside that, then total tax liability calculations we will do. Okay? That will not become a problem once you understand the entire provisions in a proper way. Sir, main heart and soul is heads of income. Which one? Heads of income. How many heads are there? 5 heads la clarity if it is there. 50 ki definitely 40 will come. Clear? Because all the 5 heads will come in exam. All the 5 heads will come for minimum 6 marks. 6 5s? The main 30 marks are there in heads of income. In that heads, 3 heads we will complete in the first part of the session. Clear? House property will complete, other sources will complete, and along with that we will also start with the capital gains. Clear? Finally we will go into PGBP, because PGBP can't be understood unless and until you complete other sources and capital gains. Clear? Linking will be there. Lot of sections will have a linking PGBP to capital gains. So therefore, once we complete capital gains, we will have a full grip over the concept. So anyway, we will come then and discuss. First point number 1. We need to understand the logic behind the accelerated assessments. One very, very important concept applicable for exam. 6 times came in exam already for 4 marks. Okay? Listen, what is this accelerated assessment? General convention of income tax provisions are: income is earned in the previous year. Charge of tax will be there in the assessment year. It will be charged to tax in the relevant assessment year. 24-25 previous year, like if I earn income or any accrual of income happens, for that I have to pay the tax not in 24-25, I will pay tax in 25-26, which I call assessment year. Why it is called assessment year? Because your income is assessed to the tax in that particular year. That's why we call it as what year? New income tax act is coming down. 26-27 time it will come. 2 years time is there. They removed previous year concept. They removed assessment year concept now. They brought a new concept called as a tax year. Which year? Tax year. What is tax year? Previous year, assessment year? Both together they kept. Tax year means a relevant tax year. Which one? Relevant tax year, next tax year. Next tax year means assessment year. Relevant tax year means previous year. And instead of using 2 words like previous year, assessment year, they use 1 word called as a tax year. Understood? Sir, anyway, now answer. Point number 1. Normal convention and a basic sampradayam behind the Income Tax Act is income will be earned in the previous year. Tax charge will be there in. However, certain times that is not suggested. Means charging of tax in next year, earning of income in the previous year, this people don't encourage much. So, in what cases it will be, what will be the problem? Let us try to understand. I told you one logic already in the previous class. I will give you an example. There is a person coming from United Kingdom, UK, on a ship. On a goods are coming in that ship. Goods are? See the screen. I will give one live example for you to understand. You can visualize easily. See. UK, India. There is a ship that is coming. Imagine this is a ship. Okay. Remaining part where it is in the water. So, see here, there is a ship containing, where are goods? Goods, G-O-O-D-S. Inside the ship. This ship started from where it came? India, it came and it stopped. Sorry. Now, goods are taken out. Creative, na? So, goods are taken out. The goods. Import happened, yeah? I imported goods from UK. What's wrong? I imported. Goods are taken. What is there? The person who took these goods will pay import cost of these goods. Answer. Yes, that will be paid to whom? That will be paid to whom? That will be paid to the exporter. Correct? Huh? Exporter is in which country? UK. That fellow kept goods in ship in a container and sent the ship. You are buying ship, you are buying goods inside the ship. Goods inside the ship. For which you have to pay the freight charges for the ship person or not? Yes, why he will pay? You only have to pay. Clear? So goods are taken. This importer has to pay Not only freight, yeah, freight. After that, listen. Ship will come. It will come and park somewhere inside that port. After that, anchor will come and it will hit the ground. All these are called as demurrage charges. What is it? Demurrage charges. Demurrage charges means port authorities will take care of that ship without getting sunk inside the water. Ship will not drown inside the water if it is running. Sir, I will give an example. You tell me. You have scooty, bike? Huh? Okay. Remove the stand and put the scooty like that. What will happen? It will fall. Super. Law of gravity. Inertia. Next. Second question for you then. If you are riding the bike, why? The force will not make the object to fall. Gravity will be missing, na? More speed, less gravity. It is inversely proportional, na? So the hyperbola forming. So therefore, what is happening here? The problem is, when it is in force, it will not fall. When it is in static situation, no potential energy, na? Gravity will pull it down. Ship also same. If you put the ship on a sea, na, it will fall. When it will not fall? If the turbines are running, okay, if the fans are running, if the ship is moving, then it will cut the water layers and it will move forward. So this is not a time to talk about port authorities work. You should understand what I am trying to tell. So therefore, ship has to stand in the port, in the water, without falling left and right, correct? For that they will use anchors. Anchors will be tangled to the ground such that even though if waves come, ship will move left and right, but it will not fall. You might have seen anchors, na? Yes, they will hit it to the ground, deep into the soil, such that it will not move left and right. It will stand still. For that, my port authorities has to charge amount, na? Anchors are now electronic anchors completely. Machinery used, not manual, mechanical. So therefore, they will charge a cost called as a demurrage charges. All those who will bear? Exporter will bear. Importer in India should bear all these charges. I only should bear. Reason is very clear. See, this is not like a RTC bus. When luggage comes immediately from the downward, they can pull. These are all containers. And one ship will not contain only your containers. Now, thousands and lakhs of containers will be there. It will take 4 or 5 days time for all the containers to come out. Hello. Then, for all those, ships should stay in India for 2-3 days or not? Who will pay? You only should pay. Proportionately for the cost of your container, you should pay the charge. So, here the problem is not about the goods inside. Goods inside is already governed by the importers, customs duty. Hey, understanding? See, who sold me? UK person sold me. I am in? India. What I purchase? Goods. For that I will pay what? Customs duty. Yeah. For that what I will pay? Cost of that product I will pay or not? That has nothing to do with Income Tax Act. If you pay to that person, why Income Tax Act will get attracted? Yeah? You are not earning any income. Hey, answer. Oh, question number 2. Ship came to India. India. With what? Goods are taken. Yes, for that payment is already made. Yes, it is a income purchase. Purchase is affected by Income Tax Act. No, over. So Income Tax Act involvement is not there in buying the goods here. But what you are paying? What you are paying to the ship person? Then that becomes income to that freight fellow. That means this person is coming to India and he is earning income. Government of India is feared about them. You will come to India, dump the goods and go away. After that, if you don't come next year, who will pay tax for the freight income you earned in India? Hey, answer. Yes, now you should answer me. As per section number 4, charge of income tax shall be charged for any assessment year in respect of the income earned in the previous year at the rates prescribed in the Annual Finance Act relevant for the assessment year and as per the provisions of the income tax as applicable for that year. We all read it or not? That's the problem now started. Freight person is coming to India. He is collecting the freight income, demurrage charges, all other expenses he is taking from us. He is earning income in India. He has to pay the tax. But he is paying, he is going away. Going away. Next year he will come, may or may not. If he don't come, what will happen? Mood namam for Government of India. Government of India will have a fear of escaping the assessment of tax or not. Therefore, they brought a provision called as accelerated assessment, where they say that don't escape, pay tax and leave India. But the question arises, sir, 24, 25 if he comes, as per the general rule, what we need to do? Apply the rates. Forgot again. Apply the rates of what? Finance Act, for example, this year. Sorry, listen, what is the date now? June 8th, 7th, yesterday 7th, 8th. June 8th. 8th June, this is a situation. Now you answer, I will ask a question. 8th June of 2025, ship came to India. Answer. Which tax rates will apply? Which tax rates will apply? Finance Act 25 rates will apply to me for the assessment year. Answer, yeah, everyone. So next year rates are already there. I need to levy the tax on that basis, correct? But that can be done only in the next year. I wanted to tax now itself. Therefore, rates of tax are not applicable like that. Therefore, rates also not applicable in this case. Rates are predetermined, fixed rates of taxation. In case of accelerated assessment, what is this fixed rate? Everything I will explain. Before that, you tell me. Shall I ask one common sense question? Yes, ship person came to India, na? Yes, ship person will collect what? Answer. Freight charges they will collect. Answer, yeah? Yes, freight when they make, for example, 1 crore I paid as a freight. How much? 1 crore. Goods are 100 crores worth. 1 crore freight charge is there. I paid. What is the profit for that fellow? Freight fellow? Answer. Wrong. Fuel who will pay? Our grandfather will come and pay. Na? They have expenses for them or not? That's the point. He will now tell, master of the ship, Government of India, I came from UK, na? Fuel charges are extremely high. I have to pay charges to my staff, crew members of the ship. These are all the expenses. So even though I am earning 1 crore freight, in that 90 lakhs is my expenses. So 1 crore minus 90 lakhs is only 10 lakhs. I will pay tax on 10 lakhs, he will tell. Who know what expenses you spent in real? Therefore, sections came in place in order to tax by an accelerated assessment basis. So did you understand the logic of the sections we are going to read? Answer. Next. There are examples are there. This is one of the example. 5 examples are there. Next example. There is a person. There is a person. He made lot of income in the year. Lot of income in the year. Huge incomes they made. He applied for permanent US visa. Leaving India. Department of Income Tax is now worried. This fellow applied for permanent visa in a country, Canada or something. US visa will not come so easily. Canada, all these countries are doors open always. Come to my country. So, Canada, unnecessary nonsense countries are there like Australia where people never go. So, except for tourism. So, those countries are there, they've always opened the doors. If you see Canada, Australia, all these places, Dubai, all these places, what they will do? Open doors. No visa required. Come. Visa required, but visa, American visa, do you know how it will be? You ask me, I will tell. They will ask 100 questions. Not even CA Institute will ask. Why you are going, when you are going for, with whose money you will pay there? I said I am going for 2 months on my relative's marriage is there. I am going to USA. They said, when marriage? Why marriage? They will ask all questions. Why marriage? You should ask him, not me. That is his headache. Na? So, all the questions they will ask and then they will issue the visa. So many questions will be asked in India. Next you will go to USA. Again in that immigration he will ask, why you came? What is the purpose? When you will leave? Show the tickets of return. With what money you want to spend in USA? Who will pay for you? Like this hundreds of questions they will ask. Australia, when you are coming? Why you are not coming? So these type of their questions, they don't have economy properly. 75% of the total country in Australia doesn't have population. Only to the extreme beach parts will be there, na? Coastal parts like Sydney, all these places, people are there. 75% of Australia country barren land. It will be fit for tourism, not for living. So, what is the problem? Listening, huh? So, it will be something like Himalayas in India, Leh Ladakh in India. Leh Ladakh, why people will go to stay, na? To start their CA practice, huh? Why they will go trekking or something like that. They will go 10 days or 15 days, they will be and they will come back. That is the purpose of that particular area. They promote tourism. Listening, except persons whose livelihood is that tourism may be staying there. Remaining, why the people will go? People will go to Ooty every day, na? Or you will start your practice in Ooty, What you will do? You understand the point or not? That is tourism spot. Same thing happens there. Always you remember, countries which works only on tourism will open the doors for people to come, like Dubai. Are you listening? Yes, Bali, Maldives, Mauritius, like the so many countries these countries are there. All these countries, visa are not required in some countries. Philippines, visa are not required. Why? Income illa. Their income is what? Tourism. If you put restrictions, who will come? Yeah. If your main source of income is tourism, means who will come? Dubai, what is the main source? Don't tell petrol, please. Dubai is one of the rarest countries in UAE who is having least, petroleum reserves. Dubai is not working on petroleum. Dubai is working on what? Tourism. Main revenue, 70% of the country's revenue is coming from tourism, not from petroleum. Petroleum, Saudi countries are having petroleum reserves. Did you get the point or not? There are only two income sources for Dubai. Number one, tourism. Number two, infrastructure. Buildings, How many people will go to see Burj Khalifa? Lakhs of people. In case, crores of people will go every year. Crores. 2-3 crore people will go and visit that. That's how they are earning their revenue. Do you get the point or not? So revenue is not out of any business there. Business also will be done. Obviously, when tourists come, business will happen. But the main source of Dubai is not that. So, listen, why I am telling all this. There is a UK person. This example understood everyone? Now, listen to my example. Second example. There is a fellow. Earned huge income in the previous year. During the previous year itself, he applied for a permanent settlement visa in Canada. Canada is one such country where people will never wanted to go. Reason? Shall I tell you? 60% of the country is technically in -30. Who will go? In entire India, he is unfit for job. Then he will go. Are you understanding the point or not? Entire India, nowhere, no one is giving job. He went to Dindugal Talpakatti Biryani. He said, I will work here. No! Then you go to Canada. Because wherever you don't get the job, Canada will open its doors. And they will comment on India again. Substantial part of their economy is running on Indians, they will comment on India. These fellows also has no respect, they will also go there. But the point, try to understand clearly, most of the countries except USA, I will give exception to that country, remaining all countries, climatic conditions, economic conditions are very, very bad. They are in a worst situation today. Their economy is turning very, very bad year after year. Okay? Better, 1,000 times better is our country. So what these people are doing? Leaving India. There is a person earned huge income in previous year. Previous year, December month, he wanted to leave to Canada on a permanent residence. Immediately, this immigration authorities, they saw his financial status and complained to the income tax department. One person came for permanent visa approval, permanent visa to Canada. His financials are very big. He made huge income out of business. Keep an eye on him. Immediately, Government of India will issue a demand notice on him. You earned 2 crore rupees or 10 crore rupees or 20 crore rupees in the last previous year. We heard that you are leaving India. Hey, listening? Permanently. When you will come back again, we don't know. How will you pay tax on whatever you earned? Therefore, for you, assessment year payment, return of income 139 in September will not work. Accelerate the assessment and pay in this year and leave India. Are you understanding or not? Answer. Next, there is a company. I am giving examples. There is a listening. There is a company or there is an LLP. That LLP had huge business in the last year. Applied for dissolution. Applied for? Immediately assessing also catch him. Hey, you applied for dissolution means you are continuing or discontinuing. What if after discontinuance you don't pay tax? So pay tax and then go for discontinuance. Understood? Like these situations are there. We are now going to tackle those situations. Tell me, what assessment we are going to read now? Accelerated assessments in income tax. Mean, don't wait till the assessment year to come. Assess the income in the previous year itself. Charge him to tax. Complete the assessment. Clear? Let's begin. Please read the Bayer Act clearly. I will give 3-4 minutes time. I expect every one of you concentrate and read it. When I ask you to read, it's very, very important for exam. Yes, it will be coming. Please see here. Yeah. Okay. This is the provision. Entire provision is not applicable for your exam or even for final exam. Only main content is applicable. First read the heading. Profits of non-resident from occasional shipping business. 2 minutes time I will give. Read subsection 1 and subsection 2. What you understand? Did you relate to the example what I gave you? Yes, sir. Example came in mind? Yes, shall we read together now? Yes, start. Which section we are reading? 172. Sir, from here I said not 2 hours. Spend properly the time. We will do section, we will do questions, answers as well. Yes, which is not there in your ISM. Sir, if any question is there in ISM, I will put in my notes. Not there in ISM, I will use Bhagavad Gita. Income tax Bhagavad Gita, this one. This 2000 pages notes. So, if they are in the study, because I have a study material also, I see every day what questions they are bringing, everything. If there is any good question in study material, I will put. If question is not there means I will use this. Okay? In study material, there is no questions given on 172, I will use this. If you want, you can see study material also, nothing. 172, 73, 74, 74A, 75, they gave and they left. Are you listening? They did not give any numerical example. If comes in exam, gone. Therefore, we will take this book and we will try to do the illustrations from this. But to do illustrations from this book, you should first understand the provision clearly. Shall we start? Yes, sir. Read. First point. What is the heading of the section? Shipping business of whom? Non-residents. UK person, I said na? UK person means resident of India na? UK person means what? Non-resident. That's one point. Continue. 172 subsection 1. Start. The provisions of this section shall, notwithstanding anything contained in other provisions of this act. Stop. Notwithstanding, whenever comes, how to read the law? Let us understand. Interpretation, I said, na? Whenever the term notwithstanding comes, I want observation, everyone, please. Shall we? Whenever the term notwithstanding comes into picture, it means ignoring. Notwithstanding means what? Ignoring. Notwithstanding means what? Ignoring. Ignoring other provisions, read this section. Okay? Whenever a section contains the term notwithstanding, that section will be powerful than the other sections. Hello? Yes, where you will read this? Interpretation of statutes. Interpretation of statutes, there are 9 rules of interpretation. Rule of literal construction, rule of reasonable construction, rule of beneficial construction, rule of exceptional construction, Haydn's rule, rule of harmonious construction, ejusdem generis, nos et res ausis, contemporaneous expositio, expresso unius est exclusio alters. There are 9 rules of interpretation. In that, one of the rule of interpretation is the rule of harmonious construction. When there are 2 provisions in the law, 2 provisions are discussing about the same subject matter and there exists a conflict, first try to resolve the conflict and apply both the provisions in spite of reasonable efforts to harmonize. If you could not harmonize both the sections, specific section should prevail over general section. However, the rule of harmonious construction shall not apply in certain cases. In that, one of the cases notwithstanding. Sorry. Let us understand what is this notwithstanding clause. Notwithstanding, whenever comes, remember for life, this is called as non-obstante clause. Sulabha, what is it? It is a Latin word, non-obstante clause. What is non-obstante? Obstante means obstacle. Non-obstante means no obstacle. Are you understanding or not? No one can stop this section. This section becomes extremely powerful. So tell me, whenever I use the word notwithstanding, section using notwithstanding becomes powerful or other provisions will become powerful? Hey, answer. Section using the notwithstanding becomes extremely powerful. Understood? Now tell me the provisions of this section. Shall, notwithstanding anything contained in other provisions of this act, apply for the purpose of levy and recovery of tax in case of any ship belonging to or chartered by a non-resident which carries passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at a port in India. Shipped at a port in India. Okay, na? See, what do you mean by ship belonging to, ship chartered by? Belonging to means he is owner. Chartered means he is not the owner, he leased it, hired it. Listening? A slot is taken in that ship, he chartered it to that extent. So either owner or he may be a lessee or a hirer, etc. Anything it can be. But it should be a ship belonging to whom? Non-resident. Hello? Now listen. The provisions of this section shall, notwithstanding anything contained in other provisions of this act. Why that clause came? Non-obstante clause came because of section number 4, charging section. Tell me, what is a charging section? Repeat. Charging section I will ask 100 times before we complete our syllabus. Please answer. What is the charging section? Income tax shall be charged for any assessment year in respect of total income of the previous year of every person at the rate or rates prescribed by the Annual Finance Act relevant to the assessment year. Ennada? So, now what you have to understand here? Whenever income tax has to be charged as per section 4 charging section, this year income should be taxed in assessment year. For that, this is notwithstanding. Hello? Yes, normally tax rates are based on? Normally tax rates are based on? Here there is a different rate. For that, notwithstanding. For that? Normally whenever profits are calculated, whenever dash is calculated? Profits equal to dash minus dash. Income minus expenses. PGBP chapter. That I will not give you. No expenses charged. Again for that, notwithstanding, listening, huh? Normally, PGBP calculation, what we will do? We will take incomes, reduce expenses, balance profit, charge to tax. Understood? But here, no expenses allowed. Understood? Your entire income is taxed on a presumptive basis. What basis? Presumptive basis. Loudly. Presumptive basis means we will assume that 7.5% of your freight is your income. Sir, I collected 1 crore. 7.5 lakhs is your income and the profit. Sir, 97% is my expense. None of my business. Sir, 80% is only my expense, sir. Really 20 lakhs is my profit. Take it with you only. Enjoy. We assume 7.5% is your income. That's why 7.5% concept came here. Hello? Yes, sir. Read. When I say read from the beginning. Start. The provisions of this section shall, notwithstanding anything contained in other provisions of this act, apply for the purpose of levy and recovery of tax. This section is not just talking about levy of tax. Recovery also will happen. Generally, recovery of tax happens in assessment. But here, recovery also in the same year. Understood the point or not? So, in this particular concept, there is no concept of tomorrow. Nalake illa. Everything you should do today. Complete it today only. Assessment should be accelerated. Clear? Continue. In case of any ship belonging to or chartered by a non-resident. Non-resident enna? Yaar non-resident? We have to read about this definition in section 6. Residential status, next chapter, basic concepts after. Which carries what? Passengers, animals, livestock, cow, buffalo, oxen, bulls, sheep, goats, etc. Livestock. Next, post, couriers, all these. Next, any goods, containers, shipped at a port in India. In the Indian port, goods should be shipped into that. So technically, either import or export anyway, goods are shipped in India. Reverse the example. I am an exporter. I am what? Exporter. I am exporting the goods. For that, what I require? For that, what I require? Ship is required, na? I hired a ship belonging to a non-resident. Non-resident. Sir, like that ships will be there, sir? Sir, I will give you an example. I went to USA on Qatar Airways. Qatar Airways Indian, eh? You go to USA by Air India. That's Indian company. I can go USA also by American Airways is there. Cathay Pacific is there. American Airlines is there. Correct? Singapore Airlines is there. Qatar Airways, so many airlines are there which can carry me. Emirates is there. Correct? Etihad is there. So many airline companies are there. Tell me, Etihad, Emirates, Qatar, all these are Indian companies. Non-residents. Like that here also. Ship is belonging to a non-resident. Goods are shipped in India. It is taking all and taking to their country. For that I am paying freight to the ship person. Ship person is earning freight income. He will run away and he will never come back. Indian government will become a big bakra. Therefore, in order to escape that, they brought an accelerated assessment concept wherein, are you collecting the freight or not? Yes, hey, answer. Yes, pay tax and leave India. Sir, it takes some time. No, pay tax and leave or else the ship will not move. You have to pay. Master of the ship will be there, na? Captain. Yes, he will sign on that. Yes, tax is properly paid on the freight income he earned. Now question will arise. Freight, you charged 1 crore. How much? 1 crore, what you charged? Freight you charged 1 crore rupee. Now question arises, 1 crore rupee freight you earned. In that, you will have expenses or no expenses? There are hundreds of crew members working in the ship or not? For all of them, you have to pay something or not? Fuel charges will be there. So many, we don't know how the ship works. There can be so many expenses or not? Running a car, requires a lot of cost or not? Running a car, at least owner can drive. Ship owner will drive the ship. They will not. And separately captain, co-captain, so many people, crew members are required or not. For them on the basis of journey we have to pay. Fuel expenses will be there. So many expenses which are not known to us will be there. Then what this fellow will tell? Since Department of Income Tax don't know cost of ship, they will tell, sir, I collected 1 crore. Okay, after collecting that 1 crore, fuel charges, crew member charges, so many charges he will tell, nothing is left in my pocket, sir. Like that they will tell. You do whatever you want, you die. But one thing, how much you collected? Everyone. 92.5% is your expenses. Presumed. That's why presumptive income it became. Hey, answer, yeah. Really, my expenses are only 80%. But government presumes 92.5% expense. Then benefit to that other person or not? Really, your expenses are 95%. But I will assume it only 92.5. Now tell me, who is more liberal, yeah? Who is more liberal? Government of India is liberal. Kind heart. Answer, yeah? 92% expenses we are presuming. We are not presuming 70%, 60%. How much expenses? Yeah, where it was said? Read subsection 2. Start. Where such a ship carries passengers, livestock, mail, or goods shipped at a port in India, 7.5% of an amount paid or payable on account of such carriage to the owner or to the charterer or to any person on his behalf and agent, whether that amount is paid or payable in or out of India, shall be deemed. Shall be? Not like the deemed, and one effect should be there. Shall be? Shall be? Do you know what do you mean by deemed? Presume. What is it? Presume. Presume means what? Really it is not there. Assume that it is there. Cow is not a donkey, na? But I wanted to assume cow as a donkey. Then what to do? Deemed cow. Deemed donkey. So actually cow is going, na? What is it? No, it's a donkey because I deemed, na? If you deem, everything becomes reality. Unreal thing also will become real. So in reality, tell me, how much freight I collected? What are my real expenses? None of your business, he tell. None of my business also, income tax department. Array, you spend 1 rupee, you spend 100 on 100 rupee, I don't care. I will deem 92.5% are your expenses. 92.5% are your expenses. 92.5% are your expenses. Balance. Ade, how much balance? 7.5% is presumed to be your income. On that pay the tax. How much I need to pay the tax on 1 crore? Expected. As expected you are. 7.5% is the presumptive income. On the tax rate will apply. Hey. What is 7.5%? Profit income. Profit tax. Profit income 1 crore minus presumed expenses 92.5. Profit 7.5. On that tax rate will apply as rates given in the Finance Act. Hello. Now read. Where such a ship carry passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at a port in India. Hey, very, very important. Payment should be made in India or outside India? Wrong. Like this you should not think. Payment can be made either in or outside India. Goods must be shipped in a port in India. Goods must be shipped in a if you don't apply mind properly in an exam, questions comes 4 marks unnecessarily, you will lose 46k you will write. Listen, I will give an example. Try to understand why they have written like that. See, there is a ship coming to India to take the goods and go back. I am an exporter, yeah? If I am exporter, goods are shipped in India, na? It has to come to India or not? Listen now. There is a shipping company in, okay, UK. In UK. That UK shipping company provided a service to a Indian person already, for which he has to make the payment. He has to, and a payment is made or not yet made? Hey, answer. Payment not yet made. He has to make to the UK shipping company. Are you listening? That shipping company, UK shipping company, sent some goods to Singapore. Goods are shipped in Singapore. Singapore. Payment for that Singapore company is there, na? That Singapore company is having one person in India. That Singapore company is having a branch in India. India. That Singapore company said to the branch in India, "Hey, branch, pay my freight charge to that UK company," it said. Now tell me, who is paying money? Start again. 3 persons are there. UK, India, Singapore. Summarize the story. UK person is sending goods to Singapore. Or taking goods from Singapore. Ship came to? Loudly. Singapore. Goods are shipped in? Payment should be made actually by? But made by? It's a branch in India. To whom? UK shipping company. Correct? Now paid in? Payment is made from? Payment is made from? Payment is made from? This section will get attracted or not? No, because goods are not shipped in a port in India. That means place of payment is not important. Place of shipping the goods is important. Read now. Start. The provisions of this section shall, notwithstanding anything contained in any other provisions of this act, apply for the purpose of levy of tax and also recovery of tax in case of any ship belonging to or chartered by a non-resident which carries what? Passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at a port in India. What is the important condition? Goods must be shipped in India. In my example, goods are shipped in? But the payment is made by a branch in? India. This section will get attracted, will not get attracted? Loudly. Do you know the reason? Reason why it is done like that? You don't know. Reason shall I tell you? There is a section called as section number 789. Incomes accrued, deemed to accrue in India or outside India. Like that one section is there. 9 I told, a very big section. Then you will understand why they are talking like this. But as of now, understood the logic of the section clearly? Now tell me, where such a ship, continue, where such a ship carries passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at a port in India, 7.5% of the amount paid or payable on account of such carriage to the owner or to the charterer or to any other person on his behalf, whether that amount is paid or payable in or out of India. Payment is relevant or not relevant? Loudly. Let us see a reverse story now. Goods are shipped in Chennai port. Goods are shipped in Chennai port. Payment should be made by the Chennai person to UK. This Chennai company is having a branch in Singapore. Branch in Singapore. They said, "Are a Singapore branch? Pay him." Now you tell me. This section will get attracted, will not get attracted? Attracted because payment is made by Singapore branch because of initiation of Indian company. Source of income started in India. In the previous example, where the source? Singapore. Here the source is in India. Understood? So where the source of income started is important, not the payment. Source, where the source emanated from? India. In the previous example, where the source emanated from? Singapore. Understood? That's what we are going to see in section number 789. Okay, then you will understand much clearly. As of now, please tell me, understood this? Whatever the freight paid or payable, that amount I will calculate. Into how much percent I will apply? 7.5% will be presumed to be, deemed to be your Income accruing in India, the profits that you are making out of freight. On that, what you have to do? Apply the tax rate applicable for non-residents. Applicable for non-resident. Non-resident is 35% tax. How much? 35%. Previously 40, now change it to 35. 35% you have to apply tax, surcharge if required, cess, all these will be added, and finally calculate the tax liability. Understood? Now I will give you an example. Will you do? Just on mouth you can tell and you can confirm. 1 crore is my freight. How much is my profit? Income chargeable to tax? 7.5 rupees. 7.5 lakhs and 7,50,000. That's all. That is tax liability. That is not tax liability. That is the income chargeable to tax. On that, how much percentage? 35%. 7,50,000 into 35. 35%. 2 lakh. What is the 2,62,500? That is tax. Basic tax. On that 4% cess should be added. That will be the tax I have to pay. Pay that and leave the ship. Hello, understood? Now listen. Who should make the payment? Who should make the payment? Non-resident should make the payment. Paid to him by whom? From an Indian person, payment should come. Correct? No, paid in India or outside India. Payment can come either from me or from my agent or anyone. But the source of income starts in India. Understood? Sorry, I will ask one question finally before we write the notes. This fellow, business is from which country? UK company is there. This freight business, his income emanated from which country? India. Singapore person is there. From where it is emanated? Singapore. Payment is not important here. Source where it is created. That country should get the advantage. Na? Understood or not? Origin in my country should get benefited out of the taxation. Clear? Singapore life source is started. Why Singapore person will leave you just like that? Do you know the concept of IGST? IGST. What is the logic behind IGST in India? I am not asking what is IGST, how tax will be. What could be the possible logic behind IGST? Interstate, that's why I said don't tell what is IGST. Tell what could be the logic behind IGST. Same, is a concept. Shall I tell you the reason? Listen, there are 2 states. Let us say adjacent states are very frequently seen. Adjacent states will be there. Na? Andhra, Tamil Nadu is an adjacent states. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka is an adjacent states. Tamil Nadu, Kerala is an adjacent state. Andhra, Karnataka, Andhra, Orissa, Andhra, Madhya Pradesh, all these are adjacent states. So what will happen whenever there are adjacent states? Borderless, some cities will be there. Na? Generally, they will go to that side. These people will come to this side. These things will happen very often. Na? What happened? There is a manufacturer in Tamil Nadu. This fellow is manufacturing, say for example, projectors. What they are manufacturing? Manufacturing and production of projectors, everything happens in Tamil Nadu. Substantial sale happens in Andhra. Clear? Sale happens in which state? Andhra state, it will happen. Automatically what Andhra Pradesh government will tell, hey, you are selling goods in our state, na? Paid GST, they will tell. They will collect GST. Immediately Tamil Nadu state government will become angry. You used resources in Tamil Nadu. You used people in Tamil Nadu. You polluted environment in Tamil Nadu. Correct or not? Resources taken from Tamil Nadu. But you are paying taxes to Andhra Pradesh government. Then a pakshapatam. Like that government of Tamil Nadu will react. Correct? And there is no wrong in doing like that. Na? Same, even if Andhra Pradesh government manufactures something and sale is happening in Tamil Nadu, na, AP government also will react in the same way. But you are using resources in Andhra Pradesh, people in Andhra Pradesh, polluting Andhra Pradesh, giving revenue to Tamil Nadu. Then a pakshapatam then. So what government of India thought? 2 cats are fighting, na? Monkey gets advantage. Understood the point or not? 2 cats are fighting for something. Finally, monkey took it and ran away. Like that, these 2 states, My tax, both are fighting. Na? This is not your tax, this is not his tax, this is my tax. Okay. If I give tax to AP, you will feel. If you pay tax to Tamil Nadu, you will feel. Both of you don't feel. Adim and a tax. So give tax to me. That's how that logic started. Understood the point or not? In the same way, Singapore government also will think like that, na? Source started in my country just because of the reason that branch made the payment on behalf of Singapore branch. How you can pay tax to the Indian government? Understood? Collection and recovery of tax should be vested in the hands of Singapore government. Your source started in my country, yeah? Like that this concept started. Everyone understood the logic clearly, yeah? Shipping of goods is important. Place of payment is important. Where the goods are shipped is important. Where the livestock is shipped. Where the goods are shipped. Where the mail is shipped. Where the passengers are shipped. Where the goods are shipped. The place of shipping port is important, not the not the place of making the payment. And very, very important thing, freight will be paid by whom? Normally. In our example, freight will be paid by whom? UK company or Indian person? He said, deliver the goods to my customer there in UK. Then I will make you the freight payment. He said, "Arey, answer." Yes, and money collected or not yet collected? Hey, are you listening? How much is a freight cost? Loudly. When I said that I will pay as per agreement? After the goods are delivered to my person. Alright, if the goods are not delivered, why I will pay freight? Do you think I am a fool? I will pay you only like that. There can be agreement like that, na? Yes, answer. And 1 crore collected or not yet collected? If I don't make collection, how can you pay tax? Then tax can be postponed or not? Cannot. That's why the word payable is there. Whether they pay or not is irrelevant for me. Freight agreed between you and him is how much? I deem that you received payment. I deem that expenses are 92.5. I deem that your income is 7.5. I deem that you are now making a payment to me. That's why the word deemed came. Did you know? Understand? All the aspects are not. Payment is not important. That's why they said paid or payable. Really, whether he paid or not, I don't care. Whether really he pays after in future, I don't care. What I care is collect now. Accelerated assessment. Na? So that's how this concept came. They understood the logic clearly on section 172. Now read subsection 3. You will understand the reality check. Start. Before the when you read provision, visualize the ship first. Read. Before the departure from any port in India of any such ship na enna ship? Ship carrying the goods, livestock, passengers, mail, which are chartered or belonging to the non-resident, and shipping the goods belonging to a port in India. Such kind of ship. Start. Before the departure from any port in India of any such ship, the master of the ship shall prepare and furnish to the assessing officer. Hey, listen. Prepare and furnish to assessing officer a return before its departure. And a ship won't start unless and until you give that document to the master of the ship. Master of the ship to give to the assessing officer. Continue. Of full amount paid or payable to the owner or charterer or any person on his behalf on account of carriage of all passengers, livestock, mail, goods, shipped at that port since the last arrival of the ship thereat. Continue. Provided that where assessing officer is satisfied that it is not possible for the master of the ship to furnish the return required by this subsection before departure of the ship from the port, and provided the master of the ship has made satisfactory arrangements for filing of return and payment of tax by any other person on his behalf, the assessing officer may, if the return is filed within 30 days of departure of the ship, deem the filing of the return by the person so authorized by the master as sufficient compliance with this subsection. Are you reading or just seeing? Reading. Read. You have to read now subsection number 1, 2, 3 and its proviso. Fourth subsection, our portion of understanding this section will be completed. Listening, remaining things are not there in your syllabus. Doubting me? Take study material and see. So study material, this also not there, only that paragraph is there. If you doubt, you can open. If you have, anyone have the study material? Read the study material. Give me once, I will show you directly. You read in the meanwhile. Hey, read, don't waste time. See here. This is 172 section in your study material. Those who are taking, here you see. This is 172 section. Here they have given. Down. Okay? Down below they have given. Sir, what they have given, I will read for you. Final also same. They did not give all this. What is required from the exam point of view, we are discussing. See here. Where a ship belonging to or chartered by non-resident carries the livestock, mail or goods shipped at a port in India, the ship is allowed to leave port only when the tax has been paid or satisfactory arrangement has been made for the payment thereof. 7.5% of the freight paid or payable to the owner or the charter of the ship, whether in India or outside India on account of such carriage, shall be deemed to be his income which is charged to the tax in the same year in which it is earned. And they over. And they summarized this provision. They did not even give the bare act. We are doing 100 times a better job than this. So, not required. But if you understand now, whatever we are reading up to here, they are summarized in the study material. That's the difference between bare act and study material. Now understood or not? If you read bare act properly, that becomes very easy for you to understand. Okay? 2 minutes time I will give. 1, 2, 3. And this assessing officer's proviso. If you read, we will summarize and write in the notes. And with example also. You can see the study material. 172 section is there. No illustration on that. We will do illustration also. What, people are waiting for break, huh? I can see some faces. They're seriously seeing me. How dare you can continue after 12? Give 5 minutes break. So take a break and come soon. Let's continue. Keep the heading. Accelerated assessments. Keep the heading. Accelerated assessments. Write down the logic first. So generally, income of the previous year will be assessed to taxed and charged thereon in the relevant assessment year. However, in some exceptional cases, so here acceleration represents what? Speeding up the process. I will not wait till the next assessment year. Clear? So the acceleration of collection and levy of taxes will be made in the same year in which it was earned. That's why these are called popularly as a accelerated assessment scheme. Okay. Which sections we are reading? 172 long sections. Okay, but they are there in your syllabus. Textbook I shown you now. They can ask question also. Now we are going to read section 172. 172. And another section is also there in PGBP. 44B. Enna? 44B. New amendment. Latest year amendment came. 44BB. That also we are going to do. Clear? And PGBP, how many sections we are going to cover? 2 sections in PGBP also we are going to cover now. Are you with me, everyone? So, PGBP, sir, we didn't start now. How can I understand? Nothing great in that to understand PGBP. Just some basic concepts will be there, which is required to understand 44B. I will explain you that. Listening? Like that only, you have to read the act. Wherever connected sections are there, complete in the same place. Such that you can understand very easily. So anyway, you will understand now. We are now going to read section number 172. What we are going to read here? Write down. Keep the heading A. A. See the bare act. Shipping business of non-residents. Shipping business of non-residents. Section 172. You, 1 second. You read the section 172 4-5 times, sir? Tell me what are all the conditions to levy and collect the tax under 172 through an accelerated assessment? Condition number 1, there must be a non-resident shipping company. Non-resident shipping person, that's it. It can be a company, it can be individual also. Correct or not? Any person. So there must be a non-resident. There must be a non-resident. Carrying on shipping business. Carrying on shipping business. Okay. That ship will be either belonging to him or chartered by him. Very good. Condition number 4, what it carries? It carry passengers, it carry livestock, it carry the goods, it carry the mails from a ship from the and it should be shipped at the port in India. If all these conditions are satisfied, the amount of the freight, including all charges, demurrage charges, etc., paid or payable by the person to that particular non-resident will be presumed to be the income. And how much percent will be treated as income? 7.5% will be deemed to be the income of that particular person during that particular previous year and assessed to tax immediately. Do you understand the point? He has to pay and then leave. If practically it's not possible to pay, then he will take time. One person in India will be the agent who will give assurance to the income tax department saying that leave him, I am there in India, na? I will pay the tax, necessary tax. But that return should be filed within how many days? 30 days of departure of the ship from India. Understood? Yes, sir. Okay, now. Shipping business of non-residents, section number 172. Write down. Write down here. Point 1. Conditions attracting section 172. Write down. There is a non-resident. So how many conditions are there totally? 4. There is a non-resident, carries on shipping business, owns or charters a ship, and the ship carries passengers, livestock, mail, goods shipped at a port in India. Second. Tell me, what if the conditions are satisfied? Sorry, all the four conditions are satisfied, then what will happen? The answer, yeah. If all the four conditions are satisfied, there is a non-resident carrying shipping business, owns a charter ship, ship carry passengers, livestock, mail, goods, etc., shipped at a port in India. Okay. What happens if all the conditions are satisfied? Any income earned by that non-resident in the form of freight or any other charges, whether paid or payable, payable. Okay, whether paid or payable, and the payment may be made either in India or outside India, irrelevant. For all those, what will be deemed to be his income chargeable to the tax? 7.5% will be deemed to be his income. How much? 7.5% of all that freight collected, etc. And will be taxed at a non-resident rate. Normal rate will be there. At that rate they will tax. Listening, Sir, alternative tax regime, do you remember yesterday we discussed? Do you remember? Yes, normally 0 to 250, 250 to 5. Do you remember? Yes, alternative, how they kept? 0 to 3, 3 to 7, like that they have given. Like the non-residents also, two types are there. 115 BAC, we'll be talking about alternative tax regime. Normally 40%. Alternative, if you go on 35%. You have to see in the question clearly in exam whether they are asking you to opt for the alternative regime or whether they are asking you to go by the existing regime. Existing regime, what is the non-resident percentage? 40. Loudly. 40. Alternative regime, 35% only it is. But obviously, you know, when I target you at 40%, I will give some deductions or whatever the case may be, I will give. In normal situations, I won't give you. Clear or not, everyone? So what if the conditions are satisfied? Right on. Completed? Have you completed the notes up to here? What are the two things we completed now? Conditions attracting 172 and second one. What if the conditions are satisfied? Okay. What if the conditions are satisfied? The conditions are satisfied, what will happen? That also we discuss now. Shall we move to the next one? Now see here. So what if the conditions are satisfied? Next, number 3. Other points. Whatever other observations we saw in the section, let us see. Tell and write. This section will be subjected to other sections or override other sections. Because this section will apply notwithstanding anything contained in any other provisions of this act. Right on. Since there is a overriding effect, since there is a overriding effect, what will happen? Therefore, since this section has a overriding effect on other provisions of this act, therefore, therefore, do you know what will happen? Listen, therefore what will happen is, I will ask a question, you tell me. If there is a shipping person, non-resident shipping person, coming to India on a regular basis, last year, actually his freight collected is 1 crore. Due to extreme expenses, 97% or 80% is his expenses. How much? 80% is his. But as per this section, how much will be treated as an expense? 92.5% will be treated as his expense. Correct or not? Then this will be a benefit to him. Lesser income tax only he will pay. Correct? 1 year what happened is 1 crore 97% is his expenses. How much? 97. But department will allow only how much? 92% it will allow as a deduction. Correct or not? So he rendered a business loss in India. What loss? Since there is a notwithstanding clause here in this section, if you use 172 section into picture, set off and carry forward also you cannot do. You remember one chapter called as set off and carry forward. This year loss can be carried forward and set off with the loss of the profit of the next year or not. That you cannot do because there is a notwithstanding effect over any other provision of this act. Hello? Next, PGBP chapter, there are a lot of deductions. Depreciation, interest on capital borrowed. Hello? Like that, so many expenses are there. Tell me, ship has a depreciation? Ship will not depreciate. Ship will have a depreciation or not? Generally, Indian shipping companies will claim depreciation on ships. But you are which company? Not company, you are which person? Non-resident person. And opting for 172 section, that's it. I will not give you those deductions also. Flat tax regime means what? 1 crore, 7.5 lakh, pay the tax on that. Deduction, no deductions. Exemption, no exemption. Deductions under chapter 4, PGBP, I will not give. So nothing will be given. Flat taxation system. Which one? Section number 172. Now I got a doubt. You will clarify this. For example, I am a non-resident. Shipping person, same concept, everything is same. Listening, I am having one other business other than shipping business in India. That has a loss. Because of section 172, I can't set off and carry forward the losses. Normally, inter-head adjustment, intra-head adjustment will be there. Enna adjustment? Inter-head means business with capital gain adjustment. Business income with other sources adjustment. Hello? I got a business loss. I have other sources income. I have business loss. Other sources income. This income, this loss can be set off. Correct? This is called as inter-head adjustment. Intra-head adjustment means I have 4 businesses. 2 are in loss, 2 are in gain. In loss again, set off will happen. Understood? This is called inter-head adjustment. Listening? I have shipping business and manufacturing business in India. I am a non-resident. That manufacturing business in India is already in losses. Business loss it is running. Shipping business, I got a amount of profit. Now, can I set off this profit with that loss? Answer, sir. Why you cannot do? Notwithstanding anything contained in any other provision of this act, you have to apply 172. But genuinely speaking, this is not encouraging non-residents, correct or not? That's why section 44B came into existence. Which section came? 44B. That we will read later. Later means now only. After this we will read that. Then comparison it will be very easy for you to understand. So then everyone will go to that only, na sir? Like that you will ask a question, correct? 44B will be advantageous if and only if you are having business losses, expenses in India, etc. For example, I have no expenses. I have no expenses in India. I have no deductions. Nothing is there. Better to go for 172 section. We will do that comparison also. Are you with me, everyone? So tell me other points. This section has a overriding effect over all the other provisions of this act. Therefore, continue writing. Whenever I write U/H under the head, so charging section do not apply fully. Okay. So this section has a overriding effect over all other provisions of this act, and therefore charging section do not apply fully. No deductions are allowed under head PGBP. No set off and carry forward. Next, no deductions are given under section 80. These are all the things you will lose once you go into the tax regime of section number 172. Because all these are not given because of what? Because 92% I am 92.5% I am giving a expenses for you, though you are not spending that much. Are you listening? When that much advantage I am giving, why I will again give all these things to you? I will not give. Because already we are sacrificing 92% of your income made in India. Clear? Next, other points, there's a first point. Second point. Second point. Second point. Goods must be shipped at a port in India. payment is not relevant. Means place of payment is also not relevant. Okay, so place of payment is also not relevant. So goods must be shipped at a port in India. Payment is not relevant. Place of payment is also not relevant. Everyone understood up to here clearly? Now listen carefully. So last one, let us go to the Bare Act once and try to understand. See the screen once, please. So we completed subsection 1 and 2. Study material, these 3 and proviso summary is there. One line summary. But read this. Before departure from any port in India of any such a ship, the master of the ship shall prepare and furnish to the assessing officer a return of full amount paid or payable to the owner or charterer or any person on his behalf on account of the carriage of all passengers, livestock, goods, etc. shipped at a port since the last arrival of the ship thereat. See, what he wanted to tell is, see here. Before the departure, means before the ship starts from the port, who should give? Master, the captain of the ship, shall prepare and furnish to the AO a return of full amount paid or payable to the owner or charterer. Means non-resident is there, na? Non-resident is staying in India, na outside India, na? Captain of the ship is non-resident, No, captain of the ship can be anyone. That master can be anyone. He is a driver, yeah. He is a driver of a ship. That a driver, you should not call driver of a ship. For understanding, I am telling. That a driver of a ship will prepare return and give it to the assessing officer about the full freight collected or to be collected, paid or payable. Amount invoice will be there, na? 100 passengers are there. 1 lakh from each passenger. 100 into 1 lakh. How much? 100 lakhs, which is 1 crore. This they have to give it to whom? This they have to give it to whom? If that is possible, give it. On that 7.5% amount, pay as a tax, leave, depart. If it is not possible, let us see. Provided that, continue. Where assessing officer is satisfied that it is not possible for the master of the ship to furnish the return required by this subsection before the departure of the ship from the port, and provided the master of the ship has made satisfactory arrangements for filing of return and payment of tax by any other person on his behalf, assessing officer may, if the return is filed within 30 days of the departure of the ship, deem the filing of the return by the person so authorized by the master as sufficient compliance of this subsection. Master of the ship has no knowledge on income tax. He is also a non-resident. Then he can furnish returns in India, cannot furnish. Therefore, master of the ship said that, sir, He is Mr. Kaushik Mukesh. He is a chartered accountant in practice. He is my very good friend. I have given power of attorney to him. I have given power of attorney means on my behalf he will do the things. Within 30 days he will file you the return of income, everything. So please leave the ship now. Then if it is satisfied, the AO is satisfied and convinced with the arguments of the master of the ship, without payment of tax they will leave. But you have to file everything and complete the procedure within how many days? 30 days. So you should do. Who should do? Chartered accountant on his behalf who is sitting in India should do the complaints work. Understood or not? That's why all non-residents in India will keep one chartered accountant with them in India. Such that since the master cannot do, at least you will do for them. Clear everyone? Yes, read again. Read the proviso one more time. Please everyone concentrate. Provided that where the assessing officer is satisfied that it is not possible for the master, he don't know anything about our income tax act to file a return here. So it is not possible for the master of the ship to furnish the return required by this subsection before the departure of the ship from the port, and provided the master of the ship has made satisfactory arrangement. Who should get satisfied? AO should get satisfied. Assessing officer of income tax should feel that okay, though you are not giving, arrangements are made with Kaushik Mukesh who will file the return. Listening? For filing of return and payment of tax by any other person on his behalf. Now who is that any other person on his behalf? Kaushik Mukesh is any other person on his behalf in our example. Hello? Continue. The assessing officer may, if return is filed within 30 days of departure of the ship, deem the filing of the return by the person so authorized by the master as sufficient compliance of the section of this subsection. Everyone understood the point clearly? Okay, this is the whole idea behind this particular concept. Hopefully everyone understood the point clearly? So I have one important point here. Subsection 8. Read. For the purposes of this section, the amount referred to in subsection 2. Stop. What amount? No. Freight amount. What amount? Freight amount. Continue. Shall include the amount paid or payable by way of demurrage charge, handling charge, or any other cost. Simply to tell, freight does not mean only freight. Freight, demurrage charges, handling charges, fuel charges, everything will be included into that. On that you should apply that 7.5%. Hello? Yes, next. Read subsection number 7. Not applicable for your exam, but I have one very important point to tell. Please read. Nothing in this section shall be deemed to prevent the owner or charterer of the ship from claiming before the expiry of the assessment year relevant to the previous year in which the date of departure of the ship from the Indian port falls, that an assessment be made of his total income of the previous year and the tax payable on the basis thereof be determined in accordance with the other provisions of this act, Ade 44B. And if he so claims, any payment made under this section in respect of passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at Indian ports during the previous year shall be treated as payment in advance of the tax leviable for that assessment year, and the difference between the sum so paid and the amount of tax found payable by him on such assessment shall be paid by him or refunded to him as the case may be. Sir, what is all this, sir, again? So that's why I'm telling, if you read 172 independently, over. We completed 172. Done. We are done with 172. But there is another section which they will ask in exam, because PGPP will come for 15 marks in exam. Are you with me? In that 44B, they will add with 172 and they will ask a question in exam. Hello? How we need to understand that is a question now. People have read this section, subsection now. And I guarantee that you did not understand anything. You just read along with me. That's it. Correct? We have to take some time and understand this particular point also. Then I will go to section number 44B. Okay? Listen, I will tell you the idea behind this particular concept. First point number 1. What is the disadvantage of 172? First tell me that. What is the disadvantage of 172? What is the disadvantage of 172? No deductions under PGBP, no deductions under 80, no exemptions, no set off and carry forward of losses, just a flat tax system, correct? Huh? Because of that, there is a disadvantage to so many people who are having other businesses in India. No. For example, I am a non-resident. I am not only having shipping business, I am also having other businesses. And they are rendering losses. Okay. In that case, what I will feel, if I would have gone through normal proceedings of income tax, I would have got the provision of set off and carry forward. Because of that, my tax liability will reduce. But because of this 172, I am forced to pay 7.5%. Low. Therefore, if really charterer of the ship or owner of the ship wanted to opt out of 172 and opt other provisions of this act, he can do so under subsection number 7. Now read. Can you please tell me what is subsection 7 here? This is an alternative provision that was given to whom? Non-residents carrying on which business? Shipping business. Please read. Nothing in this section shall be deemed to prevent the owner. Means if the owner of the ship really want, he can do. Nothing will prevent him. No one will stop him. That's the meaning. Hello. Continue. Loudly read. Nothing in this section shall be deemed to prevent the owner or charterer of a ship from claiming before expiry of the assessment year. Not before expiry of departure of the ship. Before the expiry of assessment year. Relevant to the previous year in which the date of departure of the ship from Indian port falls. Example I will tell you. Today June 8th. Ship went to today. Which previous year? Which previous year? 24? 25 previous year. Sorry, I'm very sorry. 25, 27, very sorry. 25, 26 previous year. Assessment? 26, 27 assessment. 26, 27 assessment completes on? 26, 27 assessment year. Assessment year will be completed on September. Okay. Our tax purposes assessment year I am talking about. Financial year completes on 27 March. I am talking about assessment year. You will be assessed to tax. What is the last date for filing of return of income? September 30. Before that date, you can choose to opt out. Understood? Read. Nothing in this section shall be deemed to prevent the owner or charterer of a ship from claiming before the expiry of the assessment year relevant to the previous year in which date of departure of the ship from the Indian port falls, that an assessment be made of his total income, not shipping income. Total income reassess. Start. Continue. Of the previous year, and the tax payable on the basis thereof be determined in accordance with the other provisions of this act. Don't use 172. Normally, non-resident will be subjected to tax as per certain rates. Like that you calculate my tax liability. Clear? I will. Next, continue. And if he so claims, any payment made under this section in respect of the passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at the Indian ports during that previous year shall be treated as payment in advance of tax leviable for that assessment year, and any difference between the sum so paid and amount of tax found payable by him on such assessment shall be paid by him or refunded to him as the case may be. Whenever refund made, there is a section called section number 244A. Refund whenever made, interest also will be paid by the department to you. Okay? But let us understand this concept very, very clearly. Now listen. I will explain one point. You tell me. I am a non-resident. Please listen carefully. I am a non-resident. I am a non-resident. Carrying on which business? I am chartering a ship. I am owner of a ship. Livestock, passengers, goods, mails, everything I will take. I have an income in India. Along with that, I am having other 2-3 businesses in India. I am also having a FD in India. What is there? FD, fixed deposit in India. I am having a FD. I am having house property in India. I am having business income in India. That means I am having only shipping income, all other incomes also. Na? And can you calculate a total income for me or not? Listen, now the problem started. See here. 44B says like this. Which one? 44B. What it says is 44B and 172. 172 is a limited purpose provision, only shipping income. Shipping income, yes. Freight demurrage, handling charges and other expenses have you collected? Yes. 92.5% is a deemed expenditure. 7.5% is a deemed income. On that 7.5%, 40% tax, 4% cess, flat. Game over. However, I am having other incomes also in India. There some losses are also there. I want to take the advantage of deductions and set off. Hello. Now see what happens. You tell me one point. See there and tell. See there and tell. Assessee, being a non-resident carrying on shipping business, should opt for other provisions of this act on or before what date? Assessment date. Correct or not? On or before? When you will be assessed to tax 25, 26 or 26, 27? 26, 27 before the filing of return of income you have to decide whether to go by 172 or whether to go by other provisions. Hello? But now answer. Other provisions if you wanted to opt by that time already 7.5% into 40% plus 4% says you have already paid or not yet paid? Hello? Answer. Paid? Now see the situation now how it will apply. Calculate your tax liability under 172. Calculate tax liability under 172. Paid or not yet paid? Already paid. That is accelerated assessment 172. You have already paid within 30 days. Yes, either immediately you should pay or 30 days time I will give. But anyway, acceleration is made. 30 days when everything is collected. Already you paid. Yes, year completed. Previous year over. What started? Assessment year started. Before filing of return of income, I thought, let me assess my income as per other provisions of this act. Then I have taken house property income, business income, set off and carry forward of other losses. Everything I calculated. Okay, na? I will get some tax liability also under the normal provisions of the act or not? Yes, answer. That amount and 172 amount, compare both of them now. Which you have already paid, which you have to pay if you go for other provisions of the act. Compare both. For example, already I paid 90,000 tax. How much tax? 90,000. Or I paid 2 lakhs tax. 2 lakhs tax already. We have taken one example. 1 crore rupee freight. 92.5% expense, 7.5 is a deemed income, 7.5 lakh into 41.6%. Why 41.6%? 40% is the tax rate for non-resident. 4% says, both together it will be 41.6%. Take calculator and tell 7,50,000 into 41.6%. 7,50,000 into 41.6%. Some amount came. 41.6% you need to do. How much you got? 3,12,000. What is the 3,12,000? Can you please tell me? That is the income or tax liability. Under which section? 172 section. Now, that 1 lakh, how much? 3 lakh? 3,12,000. 3,12,000 when you have to pay? Can you wait till assessment era? Accelerate the assessment and pay immediately and then leave the ship. That means I already paid and left. Previous year completed, assessment year also started. Then I have to file my return of income. Then I got a doubt. I am also having other incomes. Let me include this shipping income also into business income. Claim some set-offs and carry forward and deduction. Claim some set-off and carry forward and deductions. And then let me recalculate my income and calculate tax liability as per other provisions of the act. I have calculated. I got 2,80,000 only tax liability. Because set off and carry forward advantage is there. 80 deductions also will be given. What deductions? 80 sectional deductions are there, no? Those deductions also I have taken. After that, my tax liability came to? Yeah, answer, yeah. 2,80,000. Two situations let us take. In that, I got 3,50,000. Situation 2, I got 2,80,000. 2 lakh? First situation? 3 lakh? Now second situation? First situation let us take. I calculate as per normal provisions. Normal? I got how much? 3,50,000 tax I got. Already I paid how much? That will be treated as an advance tax, he is saying. Balance only you should pay now. No. Next, reverse case. I got 2,80,000, already I paid how much? 32,000 will be refunded to you. Understood the point clearly, yeah? That's what he wanted to tell in this particular section. Theoretically, did you understand what I said now? One problem if you do from that, you will understand everything what we are discussed till now in section number 172, read with section number 44B. 44B I did not show you, I will show you now. Before that, please, I want one answer. Did you understand this or not? Yes, everyone? Yes, so you have two options. First, pay as per 172, complete your obligation first. Later, before the close of the assessment year, close of the relevant to the previous year in which the ship is departed from the port in India falls. Okay, before the completion of that assessment period, you have to apply to the assessing officer asking for, opting for the other provisions of this act, calculate according to that. If it is more, refund. If it is less, you will get the advance tax payment on that. Clear or not, everyone? This is what they wanted to convey in these sections. Though subsection 7 not there in your study material, the subsection 7 is there in the syllabus or not there in syllabus? There in your syllabus. 44B they are keeping this subsection. We are reading everything in one go. Understood the point clearly? Yes, understood how this subsection will work? See now. Place of payment is relevant or not relevant? Not relevant. Continue write in the notes. Do you understand what is written? Do you understand or not? So if some other person you can keep and that person is ready to pay the tax, then you can leave the ship, no problem. But it should be done within how many days time? 30 days, all these things should happen. Completed? Done. So now we completed the place of payment. Sorry. Goods must be shipped at a port in India. Payment is not relevant. Place of payment is also not relevant. Any demurrage charges or handling charges or any other charges are included into the freight charges. Master of the ship and his obligations to file the return. If not available, some other person has to do within a period of 30 days. These all completed. Final touch, write down. Last point to this section. I said not last point for today. I said last point for this section. This section ki last point. So tell me, can you opt for other provisions of this act to be assessed? When you have to do that, on or before? See, nothing in this section shall be deemed to prevent the owner or charter of the ship from claiming before the expiry of assessment year relevant to the previous year in which the date of departure of the ship from Indian port falls. That an assessment may be made of his total income of the previous year and the tax payable on the basis thereof be determined in accordance with other provisions of this act, and if he so claims, any payment made under this section in respect of passenger livestock at the Indian port during that previous year shall be treated as a payment of advance tax, and the difference will be either payable by him or it will be refunded to him. So already 172 section he has paid the tax or not? If it is paid, I will treat it as an advance tax. I will treat it as a... If that amount is more than normal provision, refund. If that amount is less than normal provision, now you will be paying the balance. Fair deal, na? Fair enough, correct or not? That's how these sections are drafted. Everyone understood subsection number 7 clearly, yeah? Okay, write down. Completed? With this, we completed one very, very important section, and 6 times this question came in examination. So be very, very careful. What section we completed now? Section number 172. What assessments we are reading? Accelerated assessments, section number 172 we completed now. The biggest section in this. 174, 174A, 174, 176, 3 to 5 minutes maximum discussion. Writing will be another 2-3 minutes. So, before we close 172, let us also read questions and answers we will do in the next class. Hello. We will first do some basic exercise on understanding this by reading section number 44B and 44BB, the new amendment to the Income Tax Act. Shall we? Yes, let us read amendment provision also. Be very careful. See here. Okay. Start. See here once. Look here. I want every one of you, please show some concentration. This is the existing provision. Read this. Read the heading. Special provision for computing profits and gains of shipping business other than the cruise shipping in case of. Do you know what is a cruise ship? Passengers will be taken. What will be taken? Will be taken generally on a casual basis at a normal trips. Tourism will be there. Those are called as a cruise ships. Those are called as cruise ships. Cruise ships are separate ships. Okay, those who will carry only casual passengers. Normal situations when the passengers are going on a trip, all these things are called as a cruising ships. For cruising ships, separate provision was brought by the Finance Act 2024. Finance Act 2024. Let us see here, that's why. Observe. Read this. Special provision for computing profits and gains on shipping business with effect from 1/4/2025. Do you get the point or not, everyone? Yes. 1/4/2025 onwards, this will get applied. 1/4/2025. With effect from that, brought by last Finance Act, but with effect from when it will start? 1/4/2025 onwards, this provision will begin to apply. But what this particular provision wanted to tell, see, yes, 44 BBC. 44 BBC. We are having 2 sections now. Number 1 is section number 44B. So 2 sections in this chapter we have to read. 44B. Next one, 44 BBC. Plus section number 172. Already 172 section is completed. Yes, now we are going to read 44B. So then what is the difference between 172 and 44B? 172 section, ship will carry whom? They tell 4 things are there. Why you will forget? Passengers, livestock, mail, goods. Mail? Not cruising. Other than cruising, passengers, goods, livestock also will be carried. Na? So, your income is mainly from cruising of passengers. Na? Then choose between 44B and choose between 44 BBC and 172. 44 BBC, because no problem. So see, special provision for computing profits and gains from what business? Hey, read ya. Other than cruise shipping. Other than what shipping? Cruise shipping. If your intention is not to cruise, Okay, normally passengers are carried not for cruising purposes. Normally goods are carried, livestock are carried, mails are carried, goods are carried. In such case, go for 172, read with section number 44B. No, sir, no livestock, no mail, no goods, sir. Our ship, a cruise ship. That means for no other purpose I can use other than for passenger cruising. In such case, separate provision was brought out. Now, what is the provision? 44 BBC. What is the purpose of amendment? Let us understand. See, the main purpose of this 44 BBC to come into existence is freight charges in case of goods, freight charges in case of livestock, freight charges in case of mails, etc. are different from that of the passengers. Passenger freight will be collected on head basis, per head. Correct or not? Per head. On per head basis we will calculate. Which one? Freight charges on passenger cruise. Remaining things are goods, mail or other livestock, etc. Then charge will not be made on the basis of per head. Na? For example, I have 5,000 cows transported from one country to another country, or sheep. Lack of sheep are traveled. Per sheep we will buy ticket. Answer, yeah. On the basis of weight we will do that. On the basis of weight carried. Okay. Even in case of next one, if goods are put, even in that case, per good you will not calculate the freight on the basis of weight. Livestock, goods, mail on the basis of weight. Passengers, that's why they separated that now. Understood or not? Per head ticketing will be there, na? That's why they separated from all those things. They wanted to tax them on a separate regime now. That's how that amendment started coming. Lo. Yes, let's now read first 44B. Read the heading. Read the content now. Stop, not like that. Start again. 1, 2, 3, begin. Notwithstanding anything to the contrary contained in sections 28 to 43A. Stop. What is 28 to 43A? 28 is the charging section for PGBP chapter. 28 is the charging section for PGBP. 43A, up to there the chapter will be. 28 to 43, all deductions are given from the business income. What is given? But those deductions are not available because notwithstanding them. So even if you go as per 44B, business deductions will be given or will not be given? No. Please listen carefully. Again I am telling. Start again. Read the beginning lines. Contained in section 28 to 40. 28 means which head started? Which head started? PGBP started. 28 to 43 between deductions are there. Those deductions will be given or will not be given? Because section number 44B will override that sections. Are you listening? Yes, continue. In the case of a assessee being a non-resident engaged in the business of operation of ships other than cruise ships referred to in 44 BBC, a sum equal to, same concept, 7.5% of aggregate of the amount specified in subsection 2 shall be deemed to be the profits and gains of such business chargeable to tax under the head PGBP. Listening? Yes, 172 7.5, this 7.5, same or not? Yes, continue. On what 7.5? On what 7.5? There in that section clarity, freight, other demurrage charges and handling charges into 7.5. But here what is 7.5? 7.5% on what? Read. Amount, read. Paid or payable to the assessee or to any other person on behalf of his account of carriage of passengers, livestock, mail, goods shipped at any port in India, and amount received or deemed to be received in India by or on behalf of the assessee on account of carriage of passengers, livestock, mail or goods shipped at any port outside India. Outside? India. Now we are going to take only the goods shipped within India, even outside India. Loudly. Outside India. Amount received or to be received in India. Sir, what is the difference between 172 and this? 172 la place is important, place of shipping is important, place of payment is important. Place of shipping is important. Loudly. Place of shipping is important. Under this section, both are important. First one is paid or payable within India or outside India but shipped in India. Second point is paid, received in India but shipped outside India. Both will be included in this case. Hello? Yes, 172? Remember, unnecessarily marks will be gone. Tell me, 172? Shipping place is important, not the payment place. 44B, both are important. Means both incomes you have to add. Income received in India, but shipping is outside India. Shipping is within India. Income may be received in or outside India. Both incomes you will add. Apply 7.5% on that. Hello? Yes, sir. Up to here, understood? Yes, continue. Demurrage charges and handling charges are included into the freight. That is the explanation. For the purposes of this subsection, amount referred to in clause 1 or clause 2 shall include amount paid or received, everything. Demurrage charges, handling charges, any other cost of similar nature. Up to here, you understood the point clearly? With this, we completed section number 44B. Now, I will give you 2 minutes time. Read this section properly. Problems on this we are going to do in the next class. So, first, understood the crux of 172 and 44B or not? Yes, sir. I am a non-resident shipping business person other than cruising. Which section will apply? Either go for 172 or go for 44B or go for both and advanced tax adjustment will be made. No, sir, mine is only cruise. New section came into existence with effect from 1/4/2025. What is the section? 44BBC. Is a new section that came into existence with effect from 1/4/2025. Okay, up to here everyone understood clearly? Understood the point clearly? Yeah. So, notwithstanding anything contrary contained in section 28 to 43A, in case of an assessee being a non-resident engaged in the business of operation of ships other than cruising, sum equal to 7.5% of the amount specified in subsection 2. Subsection 2, 2 amounts are specified. What are the 2 amounts? Amount paid or payable, whether in India or outside India, for the passengers, livestock, goods and mail shipped in a port in India. Second case, port is outside India, but the amounts are collected within India. Both cases, both the incomes you should add. You will get some amount. That into 7.5%. Calculate. Whichever is more beneficial for you, or opt for that, either 172 or 44B. Everyone understood the concept clearly? This is what we need to understand from 44B. More about this you will understand only if you do one practical illustration. Very big 8 marks question came in examination. 8 marks question already came in exam. Okay? On what? On 44B, read with the section number 172. One 8 marks question already came in exam. That question we will do in the next session, such that all kinds of doubts also will get clarified. After that we will be going into 174, 174A, 175 and 176. And we will complete this segment called as basic concepts. Then we will start with the next area called as receipts. So main concept is still pending for us. Na? What is the concept? Receipt. There are 2 types of receipts. Capital receipts, revenue receipt. Receipts will be called as income. We are reading which tax? Income tax. Like income is a receipt or not? Yes, which kind of incomes are taxable? Revenue, capital, which kind we are going to see there? Yes, listening? Yes, then we will be completing that. Then I will be going into the next area called as a marginal relief and rebate under 87A. What concept? Marginal relief and rebate under. Finally, the tax rates we will consider, and then we will complete that area. Clear, everyone? Sir, listen, basic concepts, no, don't underestimate the concepts. Sir, we are taking lot of time, almost 15 hours. I said 20 hours we will take. Correct? Reason. Shall I tell you the reason? Study material, do you know how many pages basic concepts is there? 90 pages. They are asking one question, pakka from that. And moreover, institute is expecting student to have a good grip over the basics of income tax. Do you understand what I said? 90 pages basic concepts in your study material. If you want, you can see there. 90 pages. Even heads of income, that much size is not there. House property 40 pages. Clubbing of income 30 pages. Set of and carry forward 30 pages. Other sources 50 pages. Basic concepts 90 pages means what is the intention of the institute? You understand what I said? Heads of income you will automatically understand. When? Basics, if you don't have a clarity, what you will do? Spend good time on basics. Clear? There is one English saying, if you give me 100 hours to cut the tree, I will spend 90 hours for sharpening the blade. Are you understanding the concept? What is that saying meant to say? What it meant to say? If you are having 140 hours or 150 hours of DT classes, spend a good amount of 25 hours on basics. Never you will get a doubt on advanced aspects of the taxation. Understood the point or not? We might spend already 12 hours to 13 hours. We will spend furthermore another 10 hours time. 2 sessions I am going to take further. Capital receipt means what? Revenue receipt means what? What do you mean by income? What comes into income? What do not come into income? Case laws on that. Everything we will study after the tax system, tax rates, marginal relief, agricultural income, non-agricultural income, scheme of partial integration, read with the PGBP provisions. All these basics will take another 12 to 15 hours time. That's why I told you in the day one only, basics say 22 to 25 hours I will take. Once the basic concepts are completed now, full clarity will be there whenever you read any other provisions of the tax. Clear everyone? Okay then, thank you very much. Happy Sunday. We'll meet again in the tomorrow's class. This is a dhamaka only for first Sunday. Okay.